So it's a good thing that we're going to spend the rest of this evening talking about alternatives. And we're going to be talking about alternatives that are powerful, quick-acting, and well-researched. And who are we dealing with here? We're dealing with 50% of us. That's half of the people in this room, probably more, are in need of some help. That's a violent contrast with 100 years ago when we were 100 times less depressed and anxious. So, one of the problems with understanding our depression, our anxiety, and what's escalated the rates that we're suffering is just defining the terms. One of the reasons that SSRIs don't work for everybody, in fact, as you could see, there are about half the people that they don't work for, at least initially, or halfway through. After a few months, they quit working. And that's because we have actually got 4 different powerful neurotransmitters, very much like serotonin, but each creating a different emotional key. If we have adequate amounts of these 4 neurotransmitters, we have a beautiful string quartet. If any of them are deficient, we start to suffer emotionally. And the most common deficiency occurs in our people who come to our clinic. 90% of the people who come to our clinic are deficient in serotonin. But most of them are also deficient in either our red category, the catecholamines, which are stimulating, the endorphins, which are pleasure chemicals, kill pain and provide pleasure, or and the fourth beauty, GABA, which is our natural tranquilizer. So, although most people are deficient in serotonin, there's a huge percentage of people who are deficient in all of the others as well. So, if they take a serotonin targeted drug and it doesn't work, it may be because their real problem is low endorphin. They're crying all the time. They're too sensitive. We'll get into the particulars, and we also have a flyer at the back table along with my books that really go into detail about everything that I'm going to be flying through right now. So your job, the job of the people you love, is to identify what location in the mood map is inoperable. And very specifically, by inoperable, I mean there just isn't enough going on in these 4 locations in the brain that are supposed to be generating these fabulous moods for us. We are born, we are designed, brilliantly designed, to feel a tremendous sense of well-being, even in the face of stress and grief. We have the capacity to rebound even after a tremendous loss. We're not experiencing that now, and that's because these 4 brain sites are starving. When they're replete, we feel great. When they're starving, we don't. This is the number 1 cause. Junk moods come from junk foods. You can't just stuff any old thing into the brain and expect to feel good afterwards. Unfortunately, our brain needs very, very specific nutrients, and none of them are found on this PowerPoint.